Any question on this point?
The quantities of rainfall that we saw in the last week really were exceptional. So the municipality of Mocoa, which was the hardest hit by the landslides, it saw 129 millimeters of rainfall in the space of 24 hours last Friday, of which 80% fell in the space of just 3 hours, from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning, and that explains the size of the tragedy, the fact that you had so much rainfall falling in such a short time. There were more than 500 municipalities at risk of landslides in Colombia, and of these, 182 had orange to red alerts, so that's at the top of the warning scale. In Colombia, there are 700,000 rivers and bodies of water, so it's obviously, given the number, it's impossible to have monitoring stations at every single one of those. The authorities in Peru are sort of saying it's a coastal El Nino. It's a very, very strong coastal El Nino. What we don't have at the moment is a basin-wide El Nino with global impacts. It could well be that it does develop later on this year in the coming months. For the moment, we don't have a basin-wide El Nino, but we do have a very, very strong localized El Nino, which is severely impacting Peru and also parts of Ecuador. We have seen very, very warm coastal waters off the Peruvian coast, up to 10 degrees Celsius above average in some areas, which is quite considerable. It's quite rare, but it's not unprecedented. So there was a previous similar event, I think, in 1925. More and more models are saying that we are going to get a basin-wide El Nino later on this year. At the moment, we're not expecting it will be as powerful as the one that we had in 2015, 2016. But strange things are happening with the climate systems.